What is going on, you guys? It is not that time again for another Player Era project. It is that time to show y'all an awesome freaking care package. Caleb, Mr. Caleb's Cards, sent me a huge box, dude. Like, this box was probably about 3.5 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide, and about a foot deep. And so when you see something like that, you're like, what in the hell did that dude send me? And I don't have the box here. I don't even have most of the contents here because I was so damn excited when I got it. I went through it and I put a lot of stuff away and I was like, shit, I didn't make a video. And that's what happens when you're out of the game for a couple months. I guess this is my first video with me back from deployment. So it wasn't that long, actually. It was only, what was it, 100? No, 94 days on the ship, and by the time I got back home, it was 100 days. So most of the people that I deployed with are still out there. I came home on what they call an early det or early detachment to kind of come home and set things up so when they come home, everything's ready already. So that's a little fill. Back to what's going on in this video, Mr. Caleb's Card. So he sent me a ton of TTMs. From different actors and actresses and a ton of football players, which Caleb, thank you. That was freaking awesome. But that was nowhere near awesome as what I'm about to show you. I've never seen anything like this. And as soon as I seen it, I knew what it was. I just never seen one in person. And that is this. So this was well before my time, but this is a board game. And I could be wrong, but I believe what happens is you plug it into the wall, and there's a light bulb in here. And let me see if I can... And then you put your little players on this field, and the board shakes, And as it shakes, the players kind of just move all over the place. And then as one gets to the other side, I guess you get a touchdown, and that is that. But it's extremely pro football Hall of Fame driven. And so, like, would I ever play this? Honestly, no. But I will display this sucker for years and years and years and decades to come because I truly think it's that freaking awesome. Look at the list, or the bust of Hall of Famers. All of those are NFL Hall of Famers, and I can't see if you can see these guys or not. But it goes all the way around, and that should tell you kind of the age of this box. Look how it's reinforced on the edge with that metal, I don't know what you'd call it, little enforcer there. You just don't see products made with quality like that. But there's Dutch Clark, Hugh McElhenny, Bulldog Turner, Ken Strong, Chuck Benardrick, Bob Waterfield, Don Hudson, Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch, Paul Brown, Sid Luckman, Bobby Lane, Otto Graham, Bronco Nagorski. How freaking old is this, dude? That they don't have people like Jim Brown, Johnny Unitas, Joe Namath. Like, the list goes on and on. And those are what we consider nowadays all-time greats. No, this was before the all-time greats, man. So I have no idea when this thing was released. But if I had to guess, and man, I could sound like a total idiot here, I'd probably say in the early 60s, maybe mid-60s. So freaking cool, Caleb. Thank you 1,000 times over. This is just so freaking unique. And since I'm still in the military and my wife and I are always moving every 2 to 3 years, it seems, you won't see this in any of my videos probably until after we get out and I buy a house and my house has a room that I can finally display all this stuff. And I can promise you, you will see this in the background of my videos years from now for decades. I can promise you that because I think it is that freaking awesome. So thank you, Caleb. I know by now I sound like a freaking rambling idiot. I apologize for that. Super freaking excited about that. So that is that. Thanks for watching. So freaking happy to be home. You don't realize how awesome we have it as Americans. We take so many things for granted. And until you go to other countries and see other cultures and what they consider blessings, we take for granted day in and day out. So freaking happy to be home with my wife and kids. Till next time, adios, be safe, bye-bye, toodles. Thank you, Caleb. Greatly appreciated, brother.